So I think I accidentally started locking my hair, and before you laugh at me, let me explain. This is the definition of mini braids. Everything you have ever known to be mini braids was a lie. When I first did these mini loose braids 2 weeks ago, they looked completely different. They were fresh, soft, super separated, very neat, and honestly, they looked exactly how I expected mini braids to look. But now the texture has changed. The roots are puffier. Some of the braids are starting to cling together. The freeze is freezing. And yes, this is exactly how I wanted them. I actually love how they look now. And for the length I grew, my god, it is massive. I don't know if it's because they look fuller or longer or because my hair seems healthier already, but something definitely changed between week 1 and week 2. Mini braids are a good protective hairstyle but can be a waste of time if not properly installed and maintained. Everything about this hairstyle seemed hectic: installing, maintenance, styling, and takedown, which is one of the reasons why for the longest time I stayed away from them and I only did twist. But this year I decided to change the narrative. I am challenging myself to do braids challenge, not just for the challenge alone, but for the length retention. And if you have been following my last video, I am on an 8 week mini braids challenge. You already know this entire challenge is about one thing: length retention, not just growing hair, because honestly, hair grows anyway. The real challenge is keeping the growth, retaining it, preventing breakage long enough to see actual progress. And that's why I decided to put my hair away in mini loose braids for 8 weeks. Not tight braids, not painful braids, not super sleek braids that pull your edges into another dimension. These are lightweight, loose mini braids meant to reduce manipulation while still allowing me to moisturize my hair properly. And now that I'm officially at week 2, I wanted to show you guys the real updates: the good, the bad, the freezing, the surprising growth, how I maintain them, how I style them, and why I'm genuinely starting to wonder whether my hair is trying to lock itself. And also, one of you asked to show how I install them, so I'm going to insert a little slow motion install clip during this video. So if you are currently doing a protective style challenge trying to grow your natural hair, or you are just curious whether many loose braids are actually worth the effort, stay till the end because I've actually learned a lot in just 2 weeks. In this video, I'll be showing you how I install these braids, how much length I grow, my moisture routine, maintenance, and down to styling and how I wear them out. Get seated, get comfortable, and let's get right into this video. Okay, let's first talk about how these braids looked in day one. When I first installed them, they looked extremely neat, very defined parts, very separated, and very lightweight. Honestly, I was obsessed. So let me show you how I did them. I first parted my hair into sections that I will work with. I'm using this very tiny section because I want them this size. If you can't handle this size, please make it bigger. Okay, so I'm starting with tight braids, not too tight but firm enough. Okay, then I'm making it like your normal braids. And when I braid like 6 to 10 braids, okay, when I make 6 to 10 plaits, then I'll release my hands, release my fingers, and then start to make it loosely. Not too loosely, but just loose enough that my fingers can pass through. Okay, so I'm doing it in slow motion so that you can see how I am doing it. As you can see, I'm not making them too tight. I'm just releasing them, making it give it that bouncy nature. Usually it's twists that have bouncy nature, but then I'm trying to make mini braids look bouncy. So if you see the others that I have done, they look somehow puffy, and usually mini braids are not puffy, they are stretched out and they are tight. So you releasing your fingers and making them quite loose will give it that puffy nature. So it means that your actual length, if your actual length is 13 inches, by the time you're done with this braids, they might look like 10 inches because they will shrink up because of that puffy nature. I don't know if you understand. So for this video, I've tried to slow down the process so that even though I'm saying other things, you can literally look at the screen and see what I am doing. I intentionally made them loose because I didn't want unnecessary tension on my scalp. I have realized that sometimes people think tighter means long lasting, but tighter also means more stress on your hairline, more stress on your roots, and sometimes even breakage. So this time I focused more on comfort and scalp health. And another thing I loved immediately was how light they felt. Like genuinely, I could move my head without feeling like my scalp was fighting for survival. And because the braids were smaller, I knew they would be easier to style and easier to keep moisturized compared to chunky braids. Now, a lot of people actually say, oh, chunky braids they are good for length retention for hair growth, but you have to be careful. You need to know that chunky braids or chunky twists or chunky hairstyles they consume a lot of product. So you have to know that if you are keeping chunky braids or chunky twists, you have to keep buying products often and often. But if you make your braids smaller, then you can manage your products. You can use smaller quantity of products. I don't know if you understand. So what I didn't expect was how much they would change after just 2 weeks. So let's compare how they look after 2 weeks. My God, the freeze. First of all, the freeze definitely increased, and honestly, I expected that. It's one of the beautiful thing with natural hair, with Afro textured hair, right? And it is something I want people to understand about protective styles. Freeze does not automatically mean your style is ruined, especially with our kind of hair. Freeze can actually make styles look fuller and more natural. And personally, I would rather have slightly frizzy, healthy hair than overly neat, dry hair. Because trying to force a style to stay perfectly neat for weeks usually leads to too much manipulation, and too much manipulation is exactly what we are trying to avoid in a protective style challenge. My roots definitely look different, and let's talk about the growth. My hair grew, let's say I would actually rate this as half an inch, which is quite normal for 2 weeks. Okay, and for the way my hair grows, now, for some other persons, maybe it will grow more than this. For some other persons, it might not even grow up to this. I mean, for 2 weeks, I did see some lengths, which I am actually impressed. So yeah, for 2 weeks, this looks absolutely good for the lengths that I grew out. Okay, so these are how my roots look like. I have noticed that the way my hair grows at the back is different from the way it grows at the front and the way it grows at the middle. My hair at the back grows way longer than the middle and the front. Okay, so in the let me compare the rate at which they grow. The back first of all grows longer, followed by the middle, like the crown of my head, and then followed by the front of my hair. Probably is the way I moisturize my hair or my hair growth pattern, but I have observed that the front of my hair takes quite longer time to grow compared to the back of my hair, which is the reason why the back of my hair is longer than the front of my hair. Don't know if you understand. So you have to know the pattern that your hair takes when it's growing. It will help you to know the place you have to adjust when moisturizing, the place you have to pay attention to, and the places you have to work on better. My roots definitely started puffing up and clumping slightly. And before anybody panics, this is actually very normal with mini braids. When your hair stays in small sections for small periods, especially textured hair, the strands actually start wrapping around themselves. This doesn't automatically mean you have locks, but if you leave mini braids in for too long without separating the roots properly, yes, matting can happen. So, one thing I am doing is gently separating my roots whenever I moisturize, and that's exactly important if you do not want locks. My hair looks fuller. Okay, I notice that my hair looks fuller now. Week one, the braids looks flatter and more defined, but now they have expanded slightly. And I actually love this stage because my hair starts looking more voluminous and realistic. And weirdly enough, older braids sometimes look better than fresh braids. So let's talk about the question that everybody wants to know. Did my hair actually grow? Of course, yes. Okay, you can actually see the difference between the first clip and the second clip. However, you can't see the length now until I take down the hair because I told you that it's going to shrink, which is normal with our kind of hair. Also, I want to explain something really important. A lot of people confuse hair growth with length retention. Your hair is growing. Yes, everybody knows that. The problem is whether you are keeping the growth. So if your hair grows but keeps breaking at the ends, you will never actually see progress. And that's why low manipulation styles like this help so much. These braids reduce daily combing, reduce styling stress, tangling, and help me leave my hair alone. And leaving my hair alone is honestly one of the most underrated hair growth practices. So let's talk about my exact maintenance routine. And moisturizing, which is very, very important, the most important aspect of hair care is what I'll be talking about next. I moisturize my hair even though it's in braids. And I think this is where people go wrong. Some people install a protective style and completely ignore their hair for weeks, but your hair still needs moisture. So every few days, I lightly mist my braids. In fact, I mist my braids every day with water. But then I do not apply oils every day. I seal with lightweight oil every 2 days, and sometimes I use hair butters. I'm trying to avoid super heavy products build up inside mini braids because they can become a nightmare. Trust me, you don't want that. For scalp care, I also use oil sometimes on my scalp. I don't use it every day because I'm trying to avoid irritation. I'm just oiling it enough just to keep my scalp comfortable. And if your scalp gets itchy easily, keep it clean and moisturized because this helps a lot. Now I'll talk about the one that I know it's in everybody's mind. Did I actually wash my braids within these 2 weeks? No, I didn't. Usually I wash my hair every 1 week or sometimes 2 weeks. The most I've gone is 2 weeks. But for this um challenge, I'm not washing my hair until the third week. So by next week, I'll be showing my third week routine. I'll be showing you how I wash my hair. I'm doing this because I'm keeping it for 8 weeks. So I don't want it to get super rough. Okay, washing the hair will make it very, very rough, and I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm going to be washing my hair every 3 weeks. I hope that helps with the explanation. So by next week, I'll be washing my hair. Then in 3 weeks' time again, I'll be washing my hair, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to avoid heavy product, the use of heavy product, too much product, so that it doesn't build up my scalp. When products get too much to your scalp, they clog your scalp, and then your scalp gets irritated. So for washing, I'm not washing this week. I'm going to be washing next week. So if you want to see my wash routine, my wash day routine, please subscribe to the channel or save this video so that you can know exactly where this video is and where this channel is, and come back to it next week. For sleeping routine at night, I always protect the braids. I use satin bonnet or a satin scarf. If you don't have any of this, you can just make sure that your pillowcase is satin. Let there just be something satin in whatever you're using. Like I've said before, cotton absorbs moisture and increases friction. And friction equals dryness and breakage, which is one of the reasons why you keep moisturizing your hair, hydrating your hair, but the next morning when you wake up, they still look very dry. That is the reason. Okay, for styling, I also try not to overstyle them because even though braids are protective, excessive styling can still stress your edges and roots. So most days I just leave them alone. I just go with a simple bun. And honestly, the less I touch them, the better they look. Now, things that I've learned in just 2 weeks. Are you ready? Protective styles still need care. Protective styles are not magic. You still have to care for your hair underneath. Tight braids doesn't mean better. I genuinely think looser styles work better for me. My scalp feels healthier, my edges feel less stressed, and my hair feels more flexible. Another thing I'll say is that simplicity works. I'm realizing more and more that hair growth routines don't need to be complicated. Consistency matters more than using 50 products. Low manipulation is powerful. I really understand how much daily styling affects retention. These 2 weeks already reminded me how beneficial leaving your hair alone can be. So how have I been styling them? For this video, I'll be showing one way that I style them, and I'm trying to do the half bantu knot and then leaving the back alone. So I've divided my hair into two sections. The front section is quite smaller, and then I'll dividing the front section into smaller sections. I'm starting with some flat twists, and then I'll just add extensions and twist them down to the tip. I'm doing this because I intend to use this to create bantu knot, and I need them a bit fuller. Okay, so I did this style for my birthday. My birthday was on 18th. Sorry, I forgot to post on YouTube. My birthday was on the 18th, so I wanted to just do a video to, celebrate, and I thought of this style. There are other styles to also do: half up, half down. I mean, low bun, high bun, different styles. During the course of this challenge, I'll be showing you some other cute styles. They are not the regular styles that we know, that you can actually do for your braids. Trust me, they look really, really good. So if you want to see them, like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, how I plan to survive the full 8 weeks. This is where the real challenge begins. This is just week 2, right? And you are saying, oh, week 2 is easy. But surviving the full 8 weeks without getting tired, impatient, or tempted to redo everything, this is where the actual test comes in. So my goal moving forward is I'll keep moisturizing consistently. I'll avoid excessive buildup. I'll separate my roots regularly. I'll avoid overstyling. I'll wash my hair every 3 weeks. Sorry. I'll wash my hair every 3 weeks, and most importantly, I will leave my hair alone because every time I constantly manipulate my hair, I notice more shedding and more breakage. So overall, I'm actually really happy with how these mini loose twists are progressing. My hair feels healthy, it feels fuller, I'm already seeing retention. And even though the frizz and puffiness surprised me a little, I honestly think I like the leave-in look better than the fresh in store. But you guys need to tell me the truth. Do these actually look like they're starting to look, or am I just being dramatic? And if you have ever done mini braids before, tell me how long you kept yours in and what your experience was. Did you actually grow your hair out? Did you retain length? How was the takedown? How long did it take to take down? And what exactly did you do to maintain and grow your hair? And also, let me know if you want weekly updates throughout this entire 8 week challenge because I definitely plan to document everything. I have a lot that I'm documenting, the hairsprays I'm using, the DIY routines I'm using, how I am covering, how I am planning to take care of my hair and cover my hair when we get to week 7, week 8, or week 5. Okay, because I run a 9 to 5, so of course I can't go to work with rough hair. So how do I actually plan to go out with my hair? I'm going to be showing you all of this. Thank you so much for watching this video. And honestly, if you're watching this video right now, it means a lot because it means that you love this video. So go ahead, give this video a like, share this video to other girls in your community. By doing this, you are helping this video to reach out to other people who needs to see this video. Join the conversation in the comment section. I want to hear your own side of this video, your advices, your suggestions, and what you have actually learned. Let me know where you're watching this video from. I want to send a shout out to you. Thanks so much for watching this video. Everybody like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Trust me, you will love what we do here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, darlings. Also, tell me what you think about my hairstyle. Rate this hairstyle from 1 to 10. And let me know if you want to see other hairstyles too, like other styles that I will be doing with these braids. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.